Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I? The thorn in your eye. It's my life in the box in front of me. Taking talk in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me laying face down. Come on, free your mind, find your alibi for a time. I'm walking on stones and glass. When I reach out my hand, I know you can't stand me for what I am. But once I had it all your only things ain't just without wings. Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I? The thorn in your eye. Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I? The thorn in your eye. Too much sun and not enough sky. I'm lost again, but I gotta maintain. Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I? The thorn in your eye.
Hello everybody and welcome to race number 21 of Season 4 NASCAR Walmart Cup Series. I'm Levi McIntyre, aka ThrashManiac99, the voice of NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're getting ready to go 24 laps of racing here at the legendary Brickyard, and joining me for commentary is three people. Please welcome Charles Sanford, Dylan Young, and David Rivera. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Doing wonderful. Thank you for having me here.
Doing great, yeah. Just got out of class, got the rest of the day off.
Sweet. So, with that being said, let's take a look and see how the point standings look coming into this race. And, so with the point standings, rookie Mitchell Riggs continues to extend his points lead. If I'm not mistaken, this is probably the biggest points lead I have ever seen in Walmart Cup Series history. Mitchell Riggs,
ever since me being in Season 1, from what I know too, that's got to be the biggest. And I'll tell you something, he's just been dominating. He's just been having a great season. People are wondering who that name is, Mitchell Riggs. You'll know who he is if you're watching Walmart Cup Series. So that's at least a good thing right there.
Indeed, and he
And
comes
that's about
in.
the only one.
And he comes in this race with a 55 points lead over another rookie who's been very successful, KRIS Singer. The rest of the top 5 is Trent Dunham, Jesse SETH, and Dorian Facepuncher, another rookie. And the rest of the top 10 include Chase Oliver, Sonny Hammond, Seth Cole, Eric and Rage, and Jesse King. The rest of the top 20 includes Ken Thoreau, Zachary Fitzwater, David Rivera, Kyle Matthews, JEKO Knight, Charles Jackson, Dylan Thoreau, Michael Norman, Gabe Williams, and Jessica Shelton. So that is how the top 20 in the standings look, and the drivers who are still currently locked into the chase based on winning 2 races include Mitchell Riggs, KRIS Singer, Zachary Fitzwater, JEKO Knight, Jesse SETH, and Austin Weiner. And there are many other drivers who have 1 win apiece, so we've had 14 winners in 20 races, so that leaves 2 drivers who are high enough up in the points to where they can get in the chase without winning a race. But after this race, we've got only about 5 races left until the chase begins, so time's running out for some of these drivers to get a win or get an extra win to lock themselves in.
Yeah, top 20 points. This is their go-time move to get a springboard to get up at least either in the wildcard spot or top 10 in points, or even for drivers who are just right there in the standings that just need to get as many points as possible. Time's running out for them. This is a good chance, and this is probably going to be one of the biggest races of the season, too, besides the Daytona 500 and the Coca-Cola 600. So the Brickyard 400, it will be one of the most exciting races there. We don't know what to expect, though. There'll be a lot of crazy moments to come.
Indeed. So, as you've seen already, the starting lineup popping up on the top of your screen. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get this half pace lap going. As we take a look at the top 10 in the starting lineup, JEKO Knight on the pole with Charles Jackson in second. And then you got Eric and Rage third. Then Dylan Young and Michael Norman the top 5. And then you have Dylan Thoreau, Dorian Facepuncher, Danny Wells, Justin Nichols, and Jesse SETH being the top 10 coming into this race.
Now, Dylan, by the way it sounds, it's actually the current chase system, so not the top 10 in points with a couple wild cards.
Very true.
Yeah, and that's the format with the points systems, is alternating from now on every season. We're going to do this season the current system, next season the wild card system.
Oh my gosh, someone else is doing that too?
Here we go.
Alright, here we go. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls.
That was awesome.
You do great in Spanish speaking.
Yeah. JEKO
Oh,
Knight, that's a good start right there, but the 42 is now immediately going to go underneath Charles Jackson. We're going to see more of the inside line.
Whoa, Jesse Setti!
Whoa!
Jesse Setti gets turned.
Quick.
That happened so fast, yeah.
He hit the wall.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Dylan Young!
Oh, and Danny Wells, Chase Oliver, Washer, Kendall Maynard's in there.
Through it.
Trent Dunham got a piece of that. Mitchell Riggs, the points leader, involved.
28, 47, 6.
That was almost a big one right there.
I think it'd be easier just to say who didn't.
That's the 43.
Right.
Wow, a lot of cars in the pits.
Man, Setti hit the
I'm
wall.
curious how they went
And
straight
there's
down.
McLeod, James McLeod in the pits. And who's that? That's Joshua Balkin in the pits. PJ Williams, Kendall Maynard.
Shit.
Quite a few cars.
Looks like it'd almost be easier just to say who wasn't involved in this one.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah,
this game.
mostly almost.
Sonny
every-
Hammond was in there. Kyle Singer, he just cannot catch a break. This is going to be his 9th DNF this season alone.
Ouch.
No, and we're past the halfway mark of the season 2, and he's got 9 DNFs. Oof, that is not
Yeah.
good. There's the 41 right there.
Preston
Barely
Plord,
on the opposite
Danny
side of that,
Wells.
top 10s, definitely.
There's Mitchell Riggs. Oh, Jesse King was in there. Henrietta Fitzwater. Austin Weiner was in there. Man, he has
Yeah,
just
this
been
is
having a
bad.
bad luck streak as of late, but he's already in the chase, so it's not a big deal.
I'll tell you
But
something though, Levi. I didn't even notice Austin Weiner get involved. There may have been another incident. Either
There
that
may
or
have
he was
been.
the incident. Must have not seen it.
he might have.
Possibility of 3 wrecks in the first lap, and look at that.
Mm.
Top 2 are Chevys, and then the next 3 are Toyotas.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's been the big surprise to me in the Walmart Cup Series. This has to be the big surprise though. JEKO Knight really underestimated me, and he's showing what he can do in the 5 cars. Another car's head down the pit road right there. I see a blue car.
That's
that
Dylan
looks like one of the
Thoreau.
guys that might have had been gone around. It's
Dylan Thoreau,
17.
he was involved, but not
Yeah.
bad, so I think he'll be
Looked like he
okay.
only slapped the wall though.
Indeed, it did look like.
Yeah,
Joshua
it's
Michaels
not
was in there.
everyone.
Charles
Crazy.
Sanford might have gotten
Yeah.
a tiny piece of it, or that could be a glitch. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, it could be a glitch. Yeah, because
Yeah, that could be.
it's a glitch.
yeah.
Caution's out though. That's one of
Yeah,
my
but
favorite-
let's take a look at a replay of what brought the caution out for the first time on lap 1 here at the Brickyard. Well, this was just going into turns 1 and 2 here. Jesse said he's going to try to go underneath Danny Wells, and Wells kind of gets down into the 88 and then down into the 27 of PJ Williams. Said he gets into the wall and then back up into Williams, and then look at this and watch the
the car you want to
27.
watch is Williams. Watch this
Yeah,
car.
look at the car shoots into
Yeah,
the
look at the air.
car's in there and bounces off the
All
catch.
the 11 just drilled him.
Man, that is a
That's
car.
spin out.
Fitzwater
27. That,
went driver's
Yeah.
side into the wall.
Some heavy impact for sure.
And then we had a follow-up wreck back here.
And I'm actually
Yeah.
too because
This one started out with Dylan Young.
Yeah,
So it was
because
like almost three.
a
Wrecks.
bit of follow-up wreck from that, but I don't know what happened.
Right. Yeah.
I
I'm
think it
curious.
starts out with Dylan Young a little bit farther up.
Man,
Or it could be the Kendall Maynard up here.
jeez.
Let's see.
Wrecking already up there.
No, they're already wrecking up there.
Oh yeah, it did start with the 2 of
Oh,
Dylan
this is
Young.
17. That was Dylan Thoreau there. I know how he got his damage. Wow, that's unbelievable. That's 27 there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it did start up here.
Yeah. So let's.
Oh, it's with
Oh!
Wells came up into
Whoa.
Thoreau and Dylan Young. That's what happened. And wow, Thoreau went into the catch fence as
Okay, that
well.
explains it.
Wow, he rode the wall too, and man, that's
And
Yeah.
look at some of the guys
Yeah.
getting through this.
Washer got a piece of it,
How
but
did McCurry get through it?
I don't know
There's no way getting out of that.
involved.
yeah.
I
Nice.
have to do with Sanford there. I do not
Yeah.
know how he made it through that wreck. That's amazing. And I'll tell you one thing though, McCurry's got some success here at this track as well. Keep in mind, you know, he's got some well-known history at this track as well as many other big names here as well.
Let's watch McCurry and see how he gets through both wrecks.
Yeah, right
Goodness.
here, the first wreck happens with the 80 and 27. They're going to shoot up to the track. And 61's trying to get around the 11.
Now, the 11 gets involved in this part of the wreck.
Yeah, right
I remember
there when he
11
gets
hits the
in the
27.
PJ.
That's good wreck points right there. And then here comes this wreck right here with Young, Wells, and Thoreau. Let's see here. Oh, just make it through. That's
Wow.
beautiful. 48 got into
And then the car behind him gets involved in the other part of it. Yeah.
That was Lamas. But man, that's amazing for McCurry to do that. And I'm not surprised. He's a big veteran in a lot of series, and he can show what's made of driving those cars.
Yeah, but we've got to take a look at this PJ Williams portion again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This was unbelievable.
The 88 gets forced down from the 4, who goes into the 27. And I thought the 88 hit the wall hard, but I think because it happened so fast, it wasn't as hard of an impact.
Right in front of Balkin, McLeod, Weiner, Rivera. All of them get in there. Wow! Sheldon went underneath of the 27.
That's
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Take a look
I'm
at
back.
that again. Watch the 9 come in right underneath of him. And then there you see Sonny Hammond, Plord, Fitzwater, and Gabe Williams getting caught up in there.
Man.
yeah. I normally whenever I get to go commentate, I've seen some wild moments, but man, that's an unbelievable right there. I've
Yeah,
never
and we just barely got started. That's the thing.
Yeah, and this was just at the beginning of the race, and then the second wreck.
Yeah. And
Oh, looked
Wildest
like...
beginning to Indianapolis I've ever seen. I've never seen them be this
Yeah.
crazy at the beginning.
No, and this
the
was
speeds weren't that fast, weren't they? Right?
this is lap 1. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's turn
Yeah.
1.
Let's
yeah.
take a look at this portion of the wreck one more time. Yeah, Wells just came up right in front of Thoreau and
Wells
into
technically caused
two.
wrecks.
Right now.
And here's the thing about Young, he started 4th in that race. Thoreau started in the top
Oh,
5.
King just nowhere to go.
That's 2
And then
drivers.
Chase, and there's Washer.
Oh, well, Shelton does get involved in that part of it, though.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, but not terribly. Same with Llamas.
Man, that is just unfortunate there.
Yeah, a lot of cars.
behind him. I think I
I think
saw.
the 10's trying to turn the 55 there a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see, where did Washer... There is Washer.
there it is.
I think he was trying to save it. Because he got hit right there by Chase Oliver. Now
Oh, yeah,
gets him
that's
sideways, and
yeah.
he's trying to save it, but then gets into the Jesse King machine.
Yeah,
Just look at all the carnage back there in turn 2.
Washer's trying to say, "Hey, get off me there." So
Yeah.
no harm, no foul.
Yeah, let's actually... I'm kind of afraid to do this, but we're going to have to. We need to go on board with the 27.
You actually strapped an onboard onto that? Oh, wow.
Did you see those
Lucky
3
fish.
cars that passed by, the 12 and the other 2 ahead of them? They were in the very back of the field. They're going to get a lot of track position for making it through that wreck. So give credit to those 3 right there for staying in the back and just let the wreck happen in front of them.
Indeed. But now let's go on board with the 27 of PJ Williams, and be ready. Viewer discretion is advised. On board with PJ Williams. There's the contact with the 88. Viewer discretion advised.
Shit.
Yeah,
Boy.
Yeah, right there. He goes a few times to the catch fence and nearly flipped over right there.
Yeah. And how did that camera survive that? I will never know.
No. There is where
Time
he
is tough.
got out of his car all right, so that's a good thing to see from Williams right there.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that's always good.
But anyways, that was a look at everything that happened. Let's go back to the restart here at Indy. Well, after that last caution, we have many cars out of the race. Not as much as I thought, but the cars that are out include David Rivera, Danny Wells,
Yeah.
Jesse King, Austin Weiner, Kendall Maynard, PJ Williams, Joshua Balkin, Jesse SETH, James McLeod, Kyle Singer, Henrietta Fitzwater, and Mitchell Riggs.
And so now we have an Indy 500 size field here with 19 laps to go.
Alright, so,
Wow. Good
yeah.
job, Skipper.
But anyway, so the field now that's left, JEKO Knight is still the leader. Second is Michael Norman. Third is Dorian Facepuncher. Fourth is Justin Nichols. Fifth is Charles Jackson. Sixth is Eric Enrage. Seventh is Biggie Spencer. Eighth, Charles Sanford. Ninth, Kyle Matthews. 10th, Joshua Michaels. 11th is Zachary Fitzwater, 12th Anthony McCrory, 13th Jessica Sheldon, 14th Chris Thomas, 15th Chris Singer, 16th Seth Cole, 17th Ian Dutta, 18th Brandon Nichols, 19th Ken Thoreau, 20th is Trent Dunham, 21st is Rue McIntyre, 22nd Gabe Williams, 23rd, but without a hood, Sonny Hammond, 24th Cody Lamas, 25th Dylan Thoreau, 26th Chase Oliver, 27th Matt McIntyre, 28th Dylan Young, 29th Chris Washer, 30th is Preston Plord.
So now it's the interesting part to see how many people will be off the pace.
I think there's going to be quite a good number of them. It has to be at least...
From at least 22nd, or 22nd on back.
Yep.
Would probably be the
cars.
ones off the pace.
Pace car dives back to pit road. At this point, it'll be a quarter of the race at the line will be complete. So, I don't think the wrecking's going to be over, but get ready for more crazy racing. Here we go. Green flag's back out.
With 19 to go, and JEKO Knight, I don't think, got going. Michael Norman got a better restart than he did, and here he comes for the lead.
23 with a nice jump as well, getting the inside of Face Puncher there for third.
And
Yeah,
that
Nichols
is indeed
very
the
good
case.
one on the 15. And look at Charles in the 54. He's coming in as well. He's 5th right now, trying to get the fourth spot. He's got it.
Oh, gosh.
And
Oh, what?
I'm not surprised. I'm seeing right there.
Oh, they are really close back there towards the middle of the pack. They are scaring me.
I know. I'm not surprised seeing Nathan McCurry working his way up already to the front. He's doing very well racing. I will not be surprised if he wins.
Oh, you gotta watch from hitting that wall, though. It looks like they did just fine. Oh, the best buddies there. Me and McCurry right next to each other on track. We love to have our manufacturer duels every once in a while.
But anyways, Michael Norman does lead this lap, so our first lead change on a lap is complete, and we are still clean and green here. And
Just
3
six
wide
going
back
in
there
the
for
three wide.
4th,
That is a miracle.
but they're going to settle it out. JEKO Knight, wow, JEKO Knight's lost a lot of positions already.
Well, that could be a piece of strategy there. Just try and conserve some fuel a little bit here in the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the
It's
case.
gonna be nothing to worry about.
Yeah, McCurry and all that, them in the inside line, Seth Cole. It's not surprising there. Some people want to be conservative, others aggressive and early coming to the front. And one of those guys I'm seeing that's doing it is McCurry in the 61 and the 24. Also in front of him is also doing the same thing as well, moving his way up to the front.
Yeah, and Kyle Matthews, he's going to be in 6th right now after all that. Back up at the front, potential battle for lead could be brewing. Here comes rookie Justin Nichols coming into the picture. And Justin Nichols is the lowest car in the point standings. That's a rookie. I believe he comes into this race 39th in the point standings. He would love to get a win and maybe get a spot in the chase potentially. But Charles Jackson, you want to talk about a hungry driver. He has not won a points race in the entire history of Walmart Cup Series, but almost won the championship, if I can recall, back in Season 2.
Just wait till you get to Watkins Glen or something at some point. He'll win then.
Oh, and here comes Nichols down low for the lead now. And he's going to get it, but here comes Jackson.
Wow.
Jackson, a big move, and he's going to get that 2nd spot now.
Jackson wants that run. He wants to go for that lead right very soon there.
Oh. Apologize for that. We had a little thing come up for a second, but we're fine. But anyway, so I noticed back here a battle for 4th was brewing with Dorian Facepuncher and Biggie Spencer. And Facepuncher falls back in line, so it's single file from the top 5.
I think the reason is they noticed that they're able to pull away a little bit here if they just stay single file, but then Norman pulls out the lone Chevy out of the top 5.
Indeed. But all these Toyotas are in different teams. The 23 part of Kyotech, the 15 part of Michael Waltrip, the 83 part of Red Bull, and the 54 part of Gibbs. So... But you were saying, Dylan?
I was going to say, speaking of Toyota, they're already passing some cars there. But Justin Nichols still leading, and I think that 3-car Norman, he wants that lead right back.
Indeed he does.
I think Norman's not going to give up on that. He's going to keep fighting till that very end, and he's getting closer and closer.
Yeah, and then...
He's came up back into the pack.
Oh, wait a minute, I think Caution's out again.
Wow.
Yeah.
See. Oh, looks like Chase
Oh,
Oliver got
21.
involved.
I think the two
Yeah.
got involved too because he was a little slow.
So it looked like a
Slow
two-car
cars.
accident involved with those two, potentially. But still, this was a really good green flag run we had going for
Oh, yeah.
about
Yeah,
5
man.
laps.
I'm pleasantly surprised that it was able to get a green flag run going. I mean, normally
Indeed.
it seems like you'd have to turn down opponent strength to be able to get.
Yeah,
points.
next lap they're actually approaching the halfway point, so I'm actually curious to see what actually brought out the caution. And maybe
The field stacked up a little bit. Might want to check the back. Field stacked up a little bit there.
It looks like they're all fine. But yeah, let's take a look and see the replay of what brought the caution out for the second time today here at Indy. Well, anyway, so here's a look at what happens. It looks like 3 wide, and it looks like Dylan Thoreau's going to come up, and he's going to turn the 21 of Chase Oliver around, and he's going to get turned. And then watch this.
wow,
Unbelievable. Wow, that was a hard hit. That was a hard hit for Chase, but Dylan Thoreau was a lucky
That
SOB.
was crazy.
Hey there.
That was
He almost got into that.
one lucky dude
Inches
right
away.
there. Yeah, practically.
So,
That
yeah,
was pretty close.
Look at that.
the problem here is that it's not that big of a space on the track, and so 3 wide just absolutely does not
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, and whoop! I tell you, let's actually go to the rear camera on that.
Yeah,
That's gonna
I
be
was thinking
exciting.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
wow.
fun.
Wow.
Watch
I think
this.
Slow-mo is a good angle there.
Check out this.
Looks like Llamas might have a good view of this too.
Wow!
Front end of Llamas' car had a nice little view of that
Yeah. Not too
Yeah, let's look at Cody Lamas from the front.
good.
Llamas had a pretty good view of it right there. The wreck's gonna happen, and watch the 17.
Yeah, there it goes. So good.
Because if the 17 got
That's
hurt,
easy way
Cody
of
would
picking up 2
be involved.
spots.
Same with the other guys in the back. So good camera work by those guys out there.
That's a nice, easy way of picking up 2 spots if you're Cody Llamas.
Indeed. One last look at the rear camera, because this is just unbelievable.
Yeah, go to slow-mo with Dylan Thoreau. You can actually tell how close it is. Right there. Ooh. You got to get the frame by
If you go
frame.
frame by frame, you'd even be able to tell.
Yeah.
Let's see this in slow motion here. See how close it was.
Right
Wow!
Oh, gosh!
By about 5 inches, I would say.
That was a close-up. That was a close-up. That pretty much saved Thoreau right there, at least a few spots. You know what? He may have lost one, but that saved him from at least finishing the race.
Well,
Right.
and that's a nice little view of what 21 car that is.
Yeah.
Ryan Blaney.
And then there you see the 21 gets the wall pretty hard back
Yeah,
there.
he bashed it pretty well, too.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was a look at what brought the caution out that time after a crazy close call for the
This has
17.
been some day already.
But yeah, but let's go ahead and take you back to the restart here at the Brickyard.
That's awesome.
Well, after that last accident, 1 car officially did retire out of the race, and that was Chase Oliver in the 21. But while we were looking through the replays, pit stops took place, but not much of the top 10 really changed. But Justin Nichols is the leader, 2nd is Michael Norman, 3rd is Dorian Facepuncher, 4th BIGGIE Spencer, and 5th is Kyle Matthews. Solid run
he
so
moved
far
up
for
one.
the
He moved over
24.
Charles Jackson there in the
Yeah.
field. Yep.
Charles Jackson 6th, Brandon Nichols 7th, 8th is Seth Cole, 9th is Anthony McCrory, 10th is Joshua Michaels. Wow, both the Red Bull cars having good runs going today.
Absolutely.
The
They're
interesting
racing
thing,
very
the
well.
interesting thing about McCurry there as well, I know I heard Dylan talking there, sorry. But even though
Go
we've
ahead.
been talking about him so much, he's actually had a very quiet day there to sneak his way up into the top 10.
Indeed. 11th is JEKO Knight, 12th is Zachary Fitzwater, 13th Chris Thomas, 14th Chris Singer, 15th is Trent Dunham, 16th Gabe Williams, 17th Jessica Shelton, 18th Ken Thoreau, 19th Cody Lamas, 20th Preston Plord,
Someone's getting
21st
fired on my pit crew.
21st is Ian Dutta, 22nd Rue McIntyre, 23rd Charles Sanford, 24th Dylan Thoreau, 25th Matt McIntyre, 26th Chris Washer, 27th, Eric and Rage. 28th, Sonny Hammond. And 29th is Dylan Young.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see McCurry in that top 10, but this is at the winding stages at the stripe. It will be 10 laps to go when we go back to green, so I'd say that top 10 has been racing very hard throughout this time.
And when, speaking of which, I forgot to do this in the beginning because we couldn't because of that first caution, but now that we've had all this chaos took place after the first lap and then the last caution, who are you picking to win this race? And we'll start with you, David.
As of right now, that has been an interesting thing that I've been looking at, but I probably want to say the 15, I believe, at the moment right now. But yeah, there you go.
And speaking of the 15, he is coming hot, and he's going to come down low for the lead.
Yeah.
Well, not now.
Oh, well, he got shut.
Whoa!
He got the door shut on him, and now Spencer's coming in. But what about you, Dylan? Who's your pick?
I'm sticking with my main pick I chose from the beginning of the race. That's 61 and McCurry for Caltech. He's already working his way around Seth Cole, trying to work around Charles Jackson and Michael Dorn for position. Don't doubt that 61. He's going to win this race, I guarantee it.
What about you, Charles?
Well, I've liked a lot.
Oh, wait a minute. We got another wreck.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
man.
Chris Singer, Ken Thoreau
There you
involved.
Wait, oh wow, the other singer, the one that's doing good in the points.
Holy crap.
Well, so much for my teammate there. Shoot.
And Gabe Williams got involved, too.
Wait, the other Williams?
Damn.
Well, shoot, there's been so many guys I've actually seen that have been running good. I think I'll go with the 83 Biggie Spencer.
Alrighty. I'm actually going to go for a guy who won a lot of races last season. This season hasn't been doing so good, but he's right there in the third spot, Brandon Nichols. I think he can maybe somehow pull off an upset here today.
Go Penske!
But anyway, yeah, the only Penske car in contention at the moment, but let's go ahead.
Yeah, the 22's out and the 2's got tons of damage.
Pinned in the back.
Alright, but let's take a look and see what brought the caution out for the third time today here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Well, we could call this a rivalry that could be brewing between drivers battling in the top 5. Trent Dunham comes up into the 18 of Chris Singer, and that's going to turn him around. And then he's going to come back up and collect Ken Thoreau and Gabe Williams.
3-2. We didn't even see that.
Well, we saw him slow on the front stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That was second and third in the points, folks, that started the wreck. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. And they're only separated in the points by 1 point within each other.
Third in the points gets away unscathed in this.
Trent Dunham gets actually very lucky because watch the 18. We've seen it happen the previous time with Thoreau and the other guy. Watch Dunham how lucky he's going to get. Doesn't get involved right there. So
yeah.
It wasn't really all that close to it either. The 9 and the 14 were actually closer to getting involved in this.
The funny thing, though, from that wreck was that was second, third in points. How about that points leader that's actually surviving and knowing that second and third wrecked each other? That's actually very funny.
Well, actually, the leader in the points is dead last out of the race, Mitchell Riggs.
Yeah.
He was in the
at that moment right there too, because they're not going to get a lot of points on him.
Yeah.
Well, but he was making the comment because you said that he was staying out of trouble. It's like
I thought he retired or not. I thought he didn't. Well, good professionalism.
Oh well.
All right. Well, so that was a look at what brought the caution out for the third time here at Indy. Let's go back to the restart once again here at the Brickyard. Well, after that last caution, one car officially did retire out of the race after that accident, and that was Chris Singer. So both of the top 2 drivers in points get into trouble, so that could open the door for guys like Dorian Facepuncher, Trent Dunham, and guys like that to get up more into that points lead. But Justin Nichols is your leader still. Second, Biggie Spencer. Third, Brandon Nichols. Fourth, Kyle Matthews. Fifth is Dorian Facepuncher. 6th, Charles Jackson. 7th, Anthony McCrory. 8th, Michael Norman. 9th, JEKO Knight. 10th, Joshua Michaels. 11th is Seth Cole. 12th is Zachary Fitzwater. 13th, Chris Thomas. 14th, Trent Dunham. 15th is Jessica Shelton. 16th, Cody Lamas. 17th is Ian Dutta. 18th, Matt McIntyre. 19th, Dylan Thoreau. 20th, Eric and Rage. 21st is Sonny Hammond. 22nd, Chris Washer. 23rd, Dylan Young. 24th, Charles Sanford. 25th is Rue McIntyre. 26th is Gabe Williams. 27th, Preston Plord. And 28th is Ken Thoreau.
It's kind of interesting that I heard you mention the point gathering or getting close to the points lead, because knowing what I know about this, I remember that the points leader will be guaranteed in no matter what, even if he doesn't have a win.
That's true.
Indeed, but with Mitchell Riggs being the points leader and having 2 wins, he's already in the chase. So there you go with that.
Well, no guarantee he'll be the points leader after Richmond.
Indeed. Or no, after Atlanta.
Oh, okay. You
So,
have
yeah.
Atlanta's race 26, okay.
Yep.
My bad.
And with Trent Dunham being in 14th, Mitchell Riggs finishing dead last, Trent Dunham's going to get in that points lead by more than half after this race. So that's going to be interesting to see how the points are going to get shaken up. But here we go, green flag out with 5 to go here at Indy. And here comes Biggie Spencer.
Most likely in the race, because I don't remember Walmart Cup Series doing green-white checkers.
Nope. Biggie Spencer's going to get the lead for now, but now here comes Brandon Nichols down low. He's coming on low! Wait, wow! Oh, there goes McCurry! Oh, and there they go! Oh, and Kyle Matthews upside down.
Here we go.
Another big one is struck. And whoa, Washer and Shelton.
Oh my gosh, there's something wreck. Shelton got plowed.
This has been insane.
What? Because this is going to get the battle for the win.
Yeah, we gotta get back up there.
Yeah, that's true.
And Brandon Nichols has got the lead.
How about that? And it's gonna be Brandon Nichols leading Biggie Spencer to the line.
Look at that.
Ski.
Wow.
Penske.
And there's Shelton.
Levi's pick.
Indeed.
Levi's
Yeah.
pick. Nice.
McCurry, he somehow
Nice
just
one,
got
yeah.
spun and didn't make it. And that is if Kyle Matthews ends
I
up
think Dunham
teleporting.
got through it entirely. Look at that. Dunham's, I think, in 7th.
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
And I'm
Trent Dunham in
the
7th.
24 car, after the ride that he took, is still driving that car. How is that possible?
But let's see if he's going to end up retiring, because if he does, this will be his first DNF of the season. Let's see.
No.
And he's gone. He and Trent Dunham were the only ones this
Jinx
season.
anything. Don't jinx anything.
Well, he'd already teleported. And Trent Dunham's still on
Well,
track.
no, don't jinx anything about the other guy.
Oh, well, never mind. Oh, screw it, why not? Before this race, Kyle Matthews and Trent Dunham were the only cars to have not DNF'd this season. One of them did today, and that was Kyle
Make a
Matthews.
prediction. Dunham retires next race.
Yeah, next race at Road America. But yeah, before we decide whether or not they are going to be able to even go back to green at all, which I highly doubt, we're going to take a look at the replay of what brought the caution out for what could be the last time here at Indy. Well, here's a look at what happened. 3-wide attempt from Charles Jackson, and he's going to get into Kyle Matthews, and then they just slide, and Justin Nichols went for a slide, and Kyle Matthews got the ball, and then got loose, came down into McCurry. And then in the outside wall.
Too.
Then it was just chaos from there.
Hurry gets a shot from the Red Bull car there.
Yeah, from Joshua
There's
Michaels.
Dunham getting through it right there. Minor damage to his car.
Cody Lamas got a little piece of it. So too did Sanford.
28 right there.
Yeah, and then
Now it's going to get plowed again here. Oh, that's the 10 of Washer that got plowed from behind. I think that was
plowed from behind by the 99 of Ken Thoreau there.
I thought it was the 41 that got into the 10.
Wait, I thought there was a 33 that plowed the 10.
Who plowed the 10?
Hoopla!
Hoopla!
So yeah, Gabe Williams
Hoopla.
mind his own business trying to go through the wreck, and obviously he can't see a thing from the smoke. Goes into KRIS Washer.
It was both. It was both.
And the 33.
Yeah, it was both the 99 and the 33 that nailed him.
Okay.
But
More of the 33 though.
man, oh man.
Him into the
The
33.
car back the win, but the 12 just had a good around move of the 83, and he just pulled out and got the victory.
Yeah. Well, not officially yet, but we're gonna go ahead and take you to where we last left off. Well, doesn't look like we're gonna be able to go to green because we're on the last lap coming off of turn 4, and it looks like it is going to be official. First time in a while after so far this season a struggle compared to last season where he dominated as far as wins. But that spark may have come back to him because Brandon Nichols picks up his 5th career Walmart Cup Series win, and he gets it here at Indianapolis.
Yep, there you go.
Spencer, nice job for 2nd there.
Indeed. But what a race. We had some
and you
great
know what?
races.
Hey, how about a comeback there? We saw him fall back way early, and then we were talking about how it might be just conserving. The 5 comes home 4th.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look and see how the results came about. Brandon Nichols gets his 5th career Walmart Cup Series win, and the first this season, and he currently would have a spot in the chase, but it's not guaranteed yet. We still have 5 races left, and anything can happen in that time period. But Brandon Nichols gets a much-needed run right there of the win. Great job for him. Second, Biggie Spencer, great finish for him. He definitely needed something like that to help spark him up. Justin Nichols, the highest finishing of the rookies, comes away with 3rd. JEKO Knight, he's definitely showing he's not a slouch. He comes away with a 4th place finish, and Charles Jackson, solid run in 5th. Michael Norman gets a good run of 6th. Trent Dunham, he's gonna definitely cut into that points lead over on Mitchell Riggs, so he could be within about 20 points behind. So that's huge for Trent Dunham.
Some surprises just outside the top 10, just looking at the line.
Yeah. Ian Dutta, the guy who is dead last in points, he gets a much-needed run of 8th.
He's not going to be dead last for long.
Zachary Fitzwater gets a great run of 9th, and Seth Cole, solid top 10. The rest of the top 20, Cody Lamas, Charles Sanford, and Dylan Young, who got involved in that first caution and somehow got 13.
I saw some of those guys at the end of the line. I'm like, there might be some surprises just outside that top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget that last wreck happened when it started from the battle for the 3rd spot, so it really isn't a surprise to see some of those drivers, get a spot like that. So it really does not surprise me to see Young and others like that get well, and even look at KRIS Wascher, 15th. As well. And
14th.
The guy who got involved in one of the wrecks earlier on, he ended up 11th. So, yeah.
Matt McIntyre, 14th, and then you had KRIS Wascher, Chris Thomas, Preston Plord, Eric and Rage, Dorian Facepuncher, Sonny Hammond. And then the last car that finished on the lead lap was Anthony McCree. So half the field was out of the race after this race.
Right, I think a little bumping action going on.
Yeah. So everybody else was out of the race after all these cautions that came out, 4 of them to be exact, and they were Gabe Williams, Dylan Thoreau, Kyle Matthews. Tough luck for him. Went the whole season so far without a DNF, and he gets his first DNF this season here.
Yeah, and we had like 2 cars that got air in there, pretty big air. Both the Williams actually got air, or actually, excuse me, Matthews and PJ
Wascher and Wascher got air too, and somehow finished. Then Joshua Michaels, Jessica Sheldon, Rue McIntyre, Ken Thoreau, Chris Singer, Chase Oliver, David Rivera, Danny Wells, Jesse King, Austin Weiner, Kendall Maynor, PJ Williams, Joshua Balkin, Jesse Setti, James McLeod, Kyle Singer, Henrietta Fitzwater, and Mitchell Riggs. So that is how the results came about. The next race we are running, we head back to road course racing. Actually, the next 2 races are going to be held at road courses. Road America and then Watkins Glen, so those are going to be exciting. But until
back road course action racing, who loves that shit? This guy.
But anyways, I'd like to thank Charles Sanford, David Rivera, and Dylan Young for stopping by the booth.
Hey, no problem. Glad to bring along some exciting racing and some huggies with us as well.
Definitely no problem, yeah.
Indeed. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this Brickyard 400 here at Indianapolis. Here are your results, rookie points, and regular points heading into Road America. But this is Levi McIntyre, signing off.
Sub to our channels or you burn. I couldn't get the word out. I was like, what word?